Go with a 6 pulse converter. A VSC based HVDC converter is similar to a static compensator, a shunt connected FACTS controller. Here we consider three-phase VSC. VSC means voltage source converter using 6 switches. That 6 switches made up of 6 GTO or IGBT with anti-parallel diodes connected as a 6 pulse. It may called Grade's bridge. Earlier we had been discussed. The following assumption are made in analysis. The supply voltages are sinusoidal and balanced. The balanced means contain only fundamental frequency positive sequence components. The losses in the switches are ignored and the switches are assumed to be ideal. After the 6 switches, one inductance had been connected here. The inductance L and resistance R are the parameters of the series reactor. This have to connected between the supply and VSC R represent the leakage reactance and the ohmic losses. So it has some mathematical differential equations depends upon this circuit diagram. I didn't mention that differential equation on this slide. Now I have to speak out that differential equation. According to the Kirchhoff voltage law, this circuit give L into dIA by dt plus RIA equal to VA minus EA. This is Kirchhoff voltage law equation depends upon this circuit diagram. This equation may applicable to three different phases, R phase, Y phase, B phase. So we just apply those 3 phases letter across this equation. So we can get 3 different equation of 3 phases. Where E means voltage, where EA, EB, EC are the output voltage of the VSC. All the voltages are with reference to the source neutral N. Now we can express the voltage injected by the voltage source converter as voltage equal to constant int supply voltage, where SA, SB, SC are the switching functions. Switches represent the letter S. ABC represent different kind of 3 phases. So where we can apply that switches across that phases S suffix A, S suffix B, S suffix C or the switching functions. Without any modulation for square wave operation, they are periodic in steady state functions. It has some principles of energy conservation. That energy conservation, as I told earlier, 3-phase 180-degree conduction mode voltage source converter. The thyristors are follows. The switching sequence are 5th switch, 6th switch, 1st switch. That means 5, 6, 1. After that 6, 1, 2. After that 1, 2, 3. After that 2, 3, 4. After that 3, 4, 5. Last one is 4, 5, 6. This switching sequence is very most important of this thyristor function. Each SCR conduct for 180 degree in every cycle of the output. The sequence of operation is given here. Then this is 2-valve conducting mode. This 2-valve conducting mode always says operating region of VSC in surface plane. That surfaces having star to delta connected, those two connection intersect conducting origin had been connected across two thyristors. This is 2 volt conducting. Next is 6 pulse bridge voltage. This 6 pulse bridge voltage having some similarity of 6 pulse voltages. Uh, Only one point is different from the 6 pulse voltages, that is anti-parallel of diodes connected of each SCR. So this is only the difference from the 6 pulse voltage. Now we have assured that the injected voltage lead the source voltage by angled, which can control the theta is the angle of the source voltage whose line to line magnitude is Vs. So we can express that Vs is a sum of angle deflection, sum of supply voltage and sine angle. Those polarities that make one mathematical equation. Similarly, that mathematical equation can get three kind of phases: VA naught, VB naught, VC naught, otherwise V of t, VB of t and VC of t are obtained from the fact that the source voltage are balanced and contain only positive sequence component. The system frequency is assumed to be omega naught and a constant. Omega naught is the angular frequency, angular velocity or angular frequency. So depends that expression. We have some explanation oriented. The voltage and current in the AC circuit can be transformed to a synchronously rotating reference frame by Cron transformation. It has to define the some advantages of the transformation in a power invariant system. That transformation implies that both real power and reactive power supplied by the converter can be controlled within limits. The typical operating region always having real power and reactive power. So, due to the maximum power that is carried by the HVDC cable due to the upper limit on the DC current. So, one part is a circle due to the maximum current limit through the IGBT valve. Second part represent imitations on the injected reactive power due to the maximum voltage across capacitor. Then average DC output voltage already I told you. So this 6 pulse converter gives some mathematical expression. That mathematical expression always give a proper output across this circuit and expressions. So that expressions are Vd equal to Vd suffix 0 into cos alpha. We know that VDO equal to 1.35 E L. So we can replace for VDO, we can get VD equal to 1.35 E L cos alpha. This is 6 pulse bridge DC voltage. This DC voltage give the expression and explanation of different modes or different kind of firing angles applied across the 6 pulse or 6 SCR switches. That firing angles are alpha equal to 0, alpha equal to 30, alpha equal to 60, alpha equal to 90, alpha equal to 20, 150, 180. These are all firing angles to support the circuit to make AC to perfect DC according their angles. This is firing angle duty. Next, we have to see analysis with overlap angle. Overlap angle means while the diode across our anti-parallel connection of load factor, the overlap system are implemented. The overlap system always having continuous circuits, continuous signals or continuous actions of any kind of operations where we used the industrial or applications. So continuous operation, overlap is continuous operation. It's none another than word of continuous operation. So we must keep in mind. Then this is 6 pulse converter circuit. This 6 pulse converter circuit is different from the above 6 pulse converter circuit and 6 pulse bridge converter circuit because it has one feedback signal anti-parallel of output load. Because already I said this is a overlap system. So while we have to explain the overlap system, we must connected one diode anti-parallel of here. So that the total functions are to be give a different mode of operation compare than above 6 pulse converter. So come, let's go with this overlap system. The inverter characteristics are similar to the rectifier characteristics. However, the operation as an inverter a minimum commutation margin, this angle during which the voltage across the valve is negative. Hence, the operating region of an inverter is different from that for a rectifier. First range epsilon equal to gamma, that means beta less than 60 degrees, so epsilon equal to gamma. The commutation margin angle epsilon is equal to the extinction, gamma is the extinction angle. Only value of beta less than 60 degree. This is a how the AC pulses, AC signals converted into DC depends upon that converter or inverter. So second range 60 beta always having 60 to 90 degree. So we can get epsilon equal to gamma minus beta minus 60. That time with increased overlap and consequently earlier ignition of the valve, the dent encroaches on the period in which the valve voltages would otherwise be negative. Third range is beta greater than 90 degree. Epsilon equal to so gamma minus 30 degree. So with a decreased commutation margin, the dent becomes entirely negative if any dent changes takes place. So the overlap angle combined function of this average DC output voltage having VD equal to VD1 plus VD2. That VD1 mentioned converter 1, VD2 voltages, converter 2 voltages. Both voltages added across here. Then this is explanation and expression of the above function. Already I could explain, so no need to explain again and again. So come, let's go with the converter operation. This converter operation says it has two converting station. One is rectifier, another one is converter, inverter. Rectifier can give a VD equal to some output voltage of expression from the given circuit, and the inverter operation always depends upon the HVDC transmission. After HVDC transmission, so both the converter stations are given the proper output controlling converter. So this is equivalent circuit of bridge rectifier. Second one is equivalent circuit of inverter circuit. So both circuit having some technical difference or there. That technical difference or first VD VDC connected throughout the AC voltage. Then inverter always have received the HVDC of input DC. So both circuit having some technical difference. Otherwise, both circuit done a great conversion rectifier as a inverter. This is the rectifier and inverter achieving graph. Then this is equivalent circuit of HVDC, entire HVDC module. That equivalent circuit says ID equal to VD 01 cos alpha minus VD 02 cos beta R gamma by RC1 plus RT plus or minus RC2. ID depends on two internal voltage. That internal voltage is a grid control, AC voltage control. Grid control means alpha. Alpha is a firing angle. That is the alpha always rapidly controllable. But AC voltage control of supplied voltage E does not control it. It has slow process. So always the power reversal may possible by changing polarity of VD at both ends. So now we can see the variation of VD ID. So VD specially depends the sum of angle of deflection and their resistivity of different modes. Then same VD2 also depends their angle of deflection and resistivity on their converter mode. So both voltage control having some mutual achievements. That achievements graph are represented here. Then manual control of ignition angle. This manual control always convert from the midpoint to viewing point. So VD versus ID characteristics are plotted here. X-axis takes place ID, Y-axis takes place VD. Now we can differentiate those three lines. Straight line says normal values. Um, Sliding lines, sorry, dotted lines says lower alternating voltage. Uh, Gapping lines, that is discontinuous lines, which is called low alternating voltage. Those three lines are mentioned on this graph, so we can get a great explanation of this graph. So in manual control, a small dip in AC voltage, it creates large fluctuation in DC current undesirably. A rapid control of current is necessary. A change in alpha value, while the alpha value changes, ID as well as VD could change. As in AC system two ways, a constant current control I square R loss is always full load value. Then constant voltage control I square R loss is proportional to square of power. The voltage dependent losses, current dependent losses, both losses are entirely different because the current dependent losses is greater compared than voltage dependent losses. The consideration of losses, it has some losses names: corona losses, insulation leakage losses. Both losses are constant voltage control. Meant by constant voltage control, limitations of current, it is fault. This fault is constant current control fault. By automatic control system combine best of each. Both losses are best on. Then decide features of control. So it has some features: limit the maximum fault current, limit the fluctuation of current, keep power factor as high as possible, prevent a commutation failure, control the power delivered. For high power factor, alpha or gamma as small as possible. The alpha is the firing angle. So the firing angle easy in rectification. So rectification value or angle of deflection is alpha equal to 0. So we can replace that alpha value across the cos angle. So cos alpha equal to cos. You should replace the alpha value of here, so cos 0 equal to 1. Then difficulty in inverter alpha greater than 0, so to avoid commutation failure. So the one terminal says constant current control, other terminal says constant voltage control. This is control characteristics. Control characteristics always depends rectifier and inverter. Rectifier can give a current control characteristics. Inverter can give a voltage control characteristics. Both characteristics are plotted this graph, this both graph. Okay, today enough for this explanation. Thank you.